What's going on, everybody? Welcome inside FitnessInformant.com's Fitness Informant's YouTube channel. I'm Fitness Informant CEO Ryan Buckeye. Thanks for stopping by to check out a 100% honest, no bullshit review of Kaged Muscle Supplements Re-Kaged. This is a post-workout protein powder plus. So today we're going to talk to you guys about this on 5 different categories. First, we're going to talk to you guys about the ingredient deck, the ingredient profile, what's in Re-Kaged and what makes it what it is. Is it dosed correctly? That'll also be talked about. Then we're going to talk about the effectiveness of this product. From there, we're going to talk about taste, finally mixability, and then wrap it up with value. So, Kaged Muscle Supplements, it is a brand approved by Fitness Informant because they do make high quality supplements in which we appreciate. And we are excited to try Re-Kaged, and let's just dive into it without tooting so much horn. So the big thing with this is you're going to look at what is this. This is obviously a post-workout protein powder. You're getting 28 grams of protein as whey protein isolate. Whey protein isolate obviously is 90% protein or more. It's one of the highest quality whey proteins you can get on the market. It's the fastest absorbing. It's particularly good for those who are lactose intolerant. Now, if you don't have issues with milk or dairy, then whey protein concentrate, casein might be fine for you. But whey protein isolate is going to be quick absorbed. One thing you're going to want to know is you don't need much more than 1 scoop, because at 28 grams of protein, your body's not going to be able to process and digest much more of that and utilize it. So a lot of people like to take 2 scoops of their protein powder. It's not necessary. So 28 grams, sure, you can do maybe a scoop, scoop and a half. But 28 grams of protein at whey protein isolate is solid. They also throw in a couple different things. L-glutamine, which is fermented at 3 grams. Now, glutamine, once upon a time, was known to help improve muscle recovery, increase muscle protein synthesis. There's actually some studies with burn victims that was supplement with glutamine that helped their recovery time. More so today, you look at L-glutamine more for gut health. It still has recovery properties. I don't think it's as imperative and important as potentially the gut health properties that you have and the digestive properties. So it's nice to have L-glutamine at 3 grams in here to help with the digestion and the gut health that go along with the 28 grams of protein. They also toss in 1.5 grams of betaine anhydrous. Now, betaine is going to be typically used in a pre-workout. You'll find betaine dosed anywhere from 1.5 to 2.5 in a pre-workout. You're getting 1.5 post-workout. And what this typically does in a pre-workout is helps with strength and power, but it also helps with muscle recovery post-workout. You don't see a lot of post-workout powders or supplements or products that use betaine. A nice choice here to include betaine. Creatine HCl used at 1.5 grams. 1 to 2 grams of creatine HCl is what's recommended, so you get right in the middle of that. If you notice, the creatine HCl and betaine and things like that, these are items that Kaged Muscle makes as a standalone. L-glutamine, you can buy that as a standalone product. It's actually going to be put here in Re-Kaged, so that way you don't have to buy all the standalone. So 1.5 grams of creatine HCl. Obviously, creatine helps with muscle recovery. You take it post-workout with your post-workout shake. And the last ingredient, which is very unique, is called prohydrolase at 280 milligrams. This is a digestive enzyme. Actually, what this does is it helps break down the proteins into the amino acids to be uptaken into the bloodstream to help with muscle recovery. Your body has to break down the protein when you ingest it and break it down into the amino acids. So prohydrolase is actually going to help speed up that at 280 milligrams. This is a solid profile, people. This is a really good post-workout. It's an all-in-one post-workout. Probably one of the best post-workout protein powders on the market in terms of quality, in terms of what you actually get extra. You can question whether or not glutamine is necessary or not. That's fine. But overall, this profile, it's clean, it's transparent, it's open. You can see exactly what's in this. They also toss in coconut oil powder too, so that way that helps with some of the flavoring on this. So again, 28 grams of protein, 3 grams of L-glutamine, 1.5 grams of betaine, 1.5 grams of creatine HCl, and 280 milligrams of prohydrolase. Overall, really good profile. When you talk about effectiveness of a protein powder, it's going to be a really good, it's going to be a direct extension of that profile. So if this is a good product on paper, it's going to be a good product unless it's not really what's in this inside you and be effective. There's with protein powders, you want to think about a couple things, like is there going to be gut rot or is there going to be bloating? You don't have that. The prohydrolase actually helps break it down to prevent the bloat in which some people get. Also, whey protein isolate doesn't necessarily cause people to bloat very often because it's not, it's absorbed quicker and broken down quicker compared to whey protein concentrate. In terms of muscle recovery, you're going to get 28 grams of whey protein isolate. You have the prohydrolase breaking it down. You have the glutamine, the betaine, and the creatine. This is going to be a very effective, solid post-workout protein powder. In terms of taste, now, for Kaged Muscle, I love the brand. I think the brand is really good. They make great products. The one qualm I've had with Kaged Muscle since we started reviewing their products is their taste, their flavor housing. Now, one thing to know about Kaged Muscle is they don't use artificial flavors. I get that, and that's fine. But I've also worked with brands that use artificial flavor, or that don't use artificial flavors, that have a good flavor house that makes their products taste good. This was orange cream. So when I saw orange cream, I thought, orange creamsicle. I'm a big fan of orange. I like orange anything. And the protein powder orange is a little bit different, right? You might not expect to love orange and protein. So I was still anxious to try it, and I was excited about it. I was excited about orange, and I'll be honest with you, I was disappointed. Was not a fan of it. I've seen people say that mix it with almond milk, mix it with this. You know what? You take your protein powder post-workout at the gym, typically in water. For me, it needs to taste really good, and I'm just disappointed by this that I wasn't necessarily in love with the taste. Now, it doesn't mean it was awful. It just wasn't that great. I've had orange, other powders and BCAAs or pre-workouts that those taste really good. Now, those are kind of a different character, but you'll see here that's kind of a red-pink color, actually, and which kind of threw me for a shock since it's called orange cream. There you can see it on camera. The mixability, though, on it is pretty good. Now, in terms, let's go back to orange cream real quick. It does taste a little bit like orange cream. For me, it's just a little off-putting. So if you're huge into orange creamsicles and you like that type of thing, you're going to really like this. I don't want to discredit the flavor. If you're into that, you're going to like it. For me personally, it just wasn't a thing of mine. I wasn't a fan of it. In terms of mixability, it's thicker, which is weird because it's a whey protein isolate, but it is thick, kind of like not milkshake thick at all, but it's thicker like a whey protein concentrate. That could be because of the glutamine, the creatine, and the prohydrolase that's included in this on top of the whey protein isolate. So don't expect it to be like super, super thin. There is a little bit thicker, but it still mixes really well. As you can see, you get a good mix on this. It's not bad. It mixes really well. In terms of value, you look at supplements out there at 2-pound containers, you're typically going to pay probably 30 bucks for a 2-pound container, 40 if it's a whey protein isolate. This retails for less than 40 bucks at 2 pounds whey protein isolate at 28 grams versus what they typically find at 25 grams, plus the glutamine, betaine, creatine, and prohydrolase. So I think this is a super good value post-workout whey protein isolate at less than 40 bucks. This is a good product, really awesome product, one of the better pre-workout powders on the market. If you like orange cream, then you're gonna like this. Again, it wasn't my thing, but I don't want to discredit how good this product actually is. It's a solid quality product that works well, that's worth every penny. Check below for a discount code. If we have one, it'll save you a few dollars to make this even more valuable for you. Make sure you follow us on all of our social media channels. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel by clicking on the red subscribe now button here below. Make sure you check out our podcast. We're here on YouTube. We're on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Play, Podbean, and more. It's called Be Informed, Live Fit, the podcast featuring guests like Ronnie Coleman, Kris Gethin, who's the CEO of Kaged Muscle Supplements, Branch Warren, and so many more. For this full in-depth written review, all other Kaged Muscle Supplement reviews, other protein powder reviews, check us out online. We're at fitnessinformant.com.